Hi guys, welcome back. We've got another 60-minute lower body class coming at you. So today, if you have one of those large exercise balls like this guy, grab it. If you don't worry about it. I'm sure you probably have a chair in your house, so grab a chair. Even if you do have the ball, still grab a chair because we're going to be doing this pistol squat move. So the chair is actually just going to be there to catch you in case you kind of fall backwards. If you're really brave, you can do it without the chair. But I'm not that brave. I'm probably going to be using it. If you have a barbell, feel free to grab it today. I've got mine here. And actually, while you're getting ready, getting all your equipment, I'm going to add a little bit of weight to this one. I've only got 2 sets of weights to put on here, but only one was on because I did upper body last. But why not go big, right? So we're not going to use the barbell for every move, even if you have one. But if you do have one, why not use it, right? Typically, you can get a little bit heavier with the bar versus free weight. So it's a great option. But if you don't have a barbell, don't feel like you need to run out to the store and get one. I've got all these free weights here. They work great. If you really just need to get creative, throw an animal on your shoulder, a small child, I don't know, grab a gallon of water. There's so many different ways you can add weight. Well, let's get started here. Hi, Lisa. All right. Heavenly Father, I just lift up your name at this time. Lord, be with us for this 60 minutes of leg workout. When we get to our points of wanting to break, be our strength, stay with us, and help us get through this workout. Let us have this time be an act of worship to our Heavenly Father. We ask this all in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. I hope you guys are all excited and ready to work. Yay! Hi, Lisa's daughter. Oh, son. You just sent me a Christmas card. You'd think I could figure it out. But I'm excited that you're here. 12-year-olds joining too. Awesome. All right, guys. So we're just going to start with a good old-fashioned warm-up. No matter what workout you're doing, whether it's mine or somebody else's, get those legs, get those arms warmed up. So important. All right, kick your butt. Nice and slow to start. All right, if you can, if you don't need low impact, speed it up. I don't know if you guys were here on Tuesday when we did that live HIIT class, but I could barely sleep. My legs were so sore. Sleep, I couldn't even sleep. That's nuts. All right, back to the step touch. All right, we're going to bring those knees up. Nice and slow to start. Really tug them into that chest. If you need to, you can even use your hands to pull them in. You don't have to, though. All right, if you don't need low impact, speed it up. When I say that, that means low impact would just be keeping it slow. Woo! Getting a little bit warmer. All right, we're going to squat to the side, nice and wide. Squat narrow, squat wide. Nice and slow here. Really focusing on your form here. I want you to stick out that booty. That part's super important. Weights back in those heels. If you need to, you can even lift up those toes a little bit. Be prepared though. If you're not used to that, you might get a little wobbly. All right, bring it back. Step touch. All right, we're gonna go into a jumping jack next. Great job. I wore my "Shut Up Legs, You're Fine" shirt today. Felt like I was fitting for this type of class, right? All right, we're gonna swing that leg. Grab your wall, chair, or just balance. Just open that hip nice and wide. Swing that leg. Swing that leg and do-si-do. I don't know, that's what it made me think of. Woo! Oh, the ramblings of my mind. Go ahead, switch. Other leg. I hope you know, no matter what we do today, we're going to make sure to do it to both legs. So just be mentally prepared for that. All right, stand in front here. We're going to reach opposite hand, opposite foot. Now, if you're like, Sarah, I'm nowhere near my foot. I'm like, here. That's okay. Keep reaching. I didn't say you had to reach your toe. I just said to reach for them. Kind of like when you reach for the stars. I know you ain't jumping to outer space. We're just reaching for them, right? Woo! I'm getting all excitable today. All right, take a long stride. We're going to get set up in this. Make sure we're doing it right. Come down to a kneeling stance. Bring it up. Lunge it down and up. That's how you know if your stance is wide enough. We got 2 more. Go ahead, switch. Same thing on the other side. Again, check out my stance here. It's really long. 2 more. All right. I want you to do a little boxer shuffle with those legs right now. We're going to do a little bit of side to side shuffling for me. Just for a few seconds, then we're going to go right into our work. All right. Grab your weight if you're using weight. This whole workout can be done with your body weight. I'm going to grab my barbell. I'm going to actually wait to pick it up because I'm going to have to restart that timer. First move, pick whichever leg you want. I'm going to start with my left leg. I don't know if the camera mirrors or not, but this is my left leg. I'm going to step off to the side, and my left butt cheek is going to sit down in a chair for a side lunge. That's our first move. All right, get ready. Get your weight on your shoulders. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to join you here in just a second. Step it wide. So notice here, my right leg is completely straight. I'm actually getting a nice little stretch in that right leg. But my left leg, I'm making sure that my butt cheek is sitting back far enough that my knee isn't coming up towards my toes. That would really hurt your knee. Don't do that. Woo! I'm heating up. Are you? And rest. All right. We're going to do the same thing, but this time we're just going to hold it down. So you're going to get down to that low level, like you're just squeezing your butt cheek on a little Paw Patrol chair and sitting there. Woo. Sink down a little bit deeper. I want it to burn a little bit. So you should feel that muscle engaging as you hold it there for these 40 seconds. If you're ever wondering how much time you have left, there's the clock right there. Go ahead, you can look at it as much or as little as you want. I'll always tell you when you're done. So if you don't like watching the clock, you don't have to. Woo! I'm getting hot. Woo! Keep going. Yes. 2, 1. Rest. So turn my fan on over here. Whew, oscillate. All right, same thing, but this time we're gonna pulse it. So you can either keep it down and pulse or pulse for 3 and come up. So what do I mean? You can stay here the whole time, little 1-inch movement up and down. Or if that's too challenging for you, you can choose to do 3, 2, 1, up, 3, 2, 1. Pick your level. I'm gonna stay here in that pulse. I'm gonna feel the burn. I'm telling my mind that, yeah, I feel it, but I like it. Telling my legs to shut up already, right? You're fine, legs. This is good for you, I promise. And rest. Woo! So you have 40 seconds to grab a drink of water, towel off, before we jump into that same exact movement, but on the other leg. Quick anatomy lesson. You have 2 legs, right? You're like, duh, Sarah. You can just call me Captain Obvious. All right. Get that weight ready. I'm going to be on the right side this time. I don't know what leg you started on, but use the other one. All right, here we go. Sit it back. If you're really new to weight training and you're not sure if you're doing it right, maybe find a wall that you can tap your butt cheek against, making sure that it's back far enough every time so you can check that knee's far enough back, butt's far enough back. Find that place on the wall, and each time give that wall a little booty tap. Why not, right? Woo. And rest. All right, you can put your weight down in between if you want. It's like more work for me to do that, so I'm not going to. We're going to do the same thing as the other side. We've got that isometric hold. Here we go. Imagine right now, you're on the cover of Shape magazine, but this photographer, he just can't get the shot. But he wants you down as low, picture perfect. You're on the cover of a workout magazine right now. You can't be up here and be on the magazine. You gotta be down low. And you gotta get that smile on your face. You know they're not on the cover like this. No, they're not. Big smile on that face. Let's go. Woo! And rest. Woo! Again, you can drop your weights in between if you want. I'm just not out of convenience. Pulses are next. Pulses are my favorite. Yeah. 2, 1. Here we go. If you've never done a bar class and you like pulses, you'll like bar. That's like the majority of the class. Holding and pulsing movements till your legs shake like no other. Ballerinas get a bad rep. Like, have you seen how ripped they are? Same with cheerleaders, though. Look at those Minnesota Vikings cheerleaders. Those girls are stacked. Woo! Pulse it out. A little 1-inch movement up and down. 2, 1. Woo! You can stand back up. Stand up again. All right. So this next one, I'm going to demonstrate both with the chair and with the ball. So if you're on the ball, you're just going to come off the edge like you're about to do a sit-up. So just your upper body's there. You want to have enough room that you can drop your booty pretty low, and you're going to tap it down, thrust it up. Same thing with the chair. You're just leaning against the chair or a bench. Same exact thing. You can grab a weight for your hips. I'm going to do it on the ball, but if this was a chair, I would just come right off the edge and just my torso would be there. And I'm just thrusting my hips up. For the second round, I'll do it on the chair in case anyone's unsure if they're doing it right, since I'm just demoing on the ball. I had planned on doing both, but apparently I can't talk fast enough. Squeeze that booty at the top. Drop it low. Go ahead and rest. All right, I'm going to switch it out really quick so you can see it with the chair. Whew. So they're still moving through this one. I know it's normally isometric, but I want you to move through it. Drop it low, squeeze it up. If you have a bench, you could use that as well. I just know pretty much everyone has a chair in their house. I'm sorry if you don't, and I assumed incorrectly. Squeeze it up and rest. Our last one, we are gonna pulse. So it's that same movement, but you're just pulsing at the top. Here we go. Pulses. Make sure you're holding on to that weight if you're using one. Just a little 1-inch movement up and down here. Squeezing those glutes up and down. This can be done without any extra weight. I'm choosing to use weight, but it can be done without it as well. Trust me, you'll still feel it without extra resistance. I could have used my barbell too, but I didn't. Keep squeezing. 1. Woo. All right, if your legs still work, stand it on up. All right, if you had that chair out, leave it out. The next move is that pistol squat. So all the chair is there for is to catch you if you fall. You have a couple options. You can do the full pistol squat and lift that leg up. I check to see that when you lower down, that chair can catch you if you lose your balance. You can also choose to just do a single leg squat. So put all the weight into one knee and squat it down and up without lifting that leg up. Pick your level. Whew. I get nervous that I'm going to be too far away from the chair. Whew. And you don't have to actually sit in the chair. If you have more control than I do, feel free. Whew. Option here. Maybe you want to do that single leg. Check it out. I'm on my tippy toes on my other foot so that all that weight is going into one butt cheek. If you can handle the balance though, put that leg up. Oh, try not to fall down like I just did. And rest. Whew. Squat number 2. We're going to hold that pistol squat or single leg squat. If you fall down, that's okay. Get back up. You're going to come down like you're about to sit in the chair, but not quite. Whew. And if the weight in your hands bothers you, lose it. Whatever you need to do, but sink it down a little deeper. I know your legs are shaking, but sink it down. Doesn't even look like I'm doing anything, but I promise you I feel it. If you're in that single leg, you're like this. All that weight's in this one leg. This one I'm on my tippy toe. You can even lift it up here and there. Whew. I know you felt that. All right, last one's our pulse. Stay on that same leg. I don't want you switching yet. We'll get to that. Here we go. Little pulses here. I know I'm not down super low, but that's where my balance is allowing me to go. Maybe your balance is a little better than mine, in which case you could be like way down here. That's great. Go to where you're at. Don't worry about anybody else. God created us all different. Little pulses though. Woo! 2, 1. Woo! Oh yeah, that was fun. All right. Since that was so much fun, and we have those 2 legs, we had that anatomy lesson earlier. We're gonna do the other leg. Now I'm holding onto a weight. It's kind of helping me with my balance. But if you're already struggling with your body weight, don't feel like you need to hold on to a weight. Make sure you're doing the other leg so the opposite leg is lifted up this time. All right, here we go. Sit it down. The goal is to get close to the chair, not actually sit on it, but I often end up not being able to not fall. Whew. But if you do tap that chair, that's okay. Remember, you can do that single leg squat, in which case you're just up on that tippy toe and you don't have to balance. Whew. 2, 1. Whew. That is a quad burn though, holding that leg up there. We've got that isometric hold coming next. If you'd prefer to let your weight sit on your shoulder, that's fine too. All right, here we go. Hold it down. That chair is there to catch you. Don't worry about your balance. Just sink it as low as you can go. And hold. If you fall over, that chair is there to catch you. You can always drop that foot down and do that tippy toe instead. I hope you can see this, but my leg is majorly shaking. Woo! Keep going. Woo! 2, 1. Woo! I don't know why I'm facing away from the timer. Life doesn't always make sense though, right? Same thing, pulses. Whew. You can always mix it up and pulse, come up. All I care is that if you come up, you still come right back down. Don't you give up on me or on you. I know it's hard. Nothing worth doing is easy. You don't get any benefits from things that are easy. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Next, we've got a reverse lunge. I like to do mine on my step, but don't feel like you have to. Not everyone even has a step. So you can throw weight on your shoulders if you want. We're going to stay on one leg the whole time. So it's going to come down, up, down, up. Or if you're on the ground, it's just down, together. Check out that stride. Grab your weight if you got it. All right, here we go. 40 seconds already started. I'm just slow to the game. Whew. The downside to me using this barbell. I got to make sure I'm far enough away from the wall. Whew. Now your legs might already be tired from the last few moves, and that bar might be a little too heavy. If you need to drop down your weight, you can, but try and fight through it a little longer before you give up. Rest. All right. Whatever leg you were just on, keep with the same one. We're going to come down nice and low. Whew. Whew. I can breathe. It's fine. Here we go. Come down nice and low. Channel your inner warrior here. Your leg might shake. Embrace the shake. That is your new mantra today. Embrace the shake. I ain't talking about no protein shake. I'm talking about some hardcore leg shaking. I don't know if you guys can see this, but my leg is doing the shaking game already. Whew. 10 more seconds, guys. Whew. Tell those legs who's boss. Are you or are they? 3, 2, 1. Whew. Not gonna lie, I wasn't sure if I was about to stand up there. Whew. We got the same thing coming up, but pulses. Remember, you can switch off with that 3 pulses, stand up, or hold it down in that pulse. Whew. Here goes nothing. I'm a little nervous about walking after this. Whew. Just had to add that extra weight onto the bar, didn't you, Sarah? Whew. 20 more seconds. Moment of my life, God, you never left my side. Woo! Pulse it out. Little 1-inch movement up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Shake out your leg. Get that lactic acid moving. Grab a drink of water quick. Woo! We're going to do the same thing on the other leg. Whew. Get ready. Same thing. We just got to torture that other leg for a little bit. I mean, not torture. Love on the other leg. Whew. Get that weight ready. Again, you don't need to use the bench if you don't have one. I just like to. Whew. So this is the one where you move through it. You'll step together and back. Or if that's too much balance, you can come here. I'm fine with you holding it and just going up and down. For some people, this engages a few too many muscles involved in balance. And I get it. Sorry. I'm like legitimately out of breath right now. Whew. 2, 1. Whew. Isometric holds are next. So we're going to come to that base, low level of the move, and hold those lunges. Whew. Prepare yourself mentally. Here we go. Ah, crap. I forgot what leg was on. I think this is right. You guys ever do that? I hope I'm not the only one that forgets the leg. I don't know how many times, Carrie and Lisa, you guys caught me forgetting to do the opposite leg during class. Woo, you're like, didn't we already do that leg? Shouldn't we do the other one? And I'd be like, duh, yeah, I totally meant to. But really, I was like, my bad. Sink it low. How low can you go? 2, 1. Woo. All right, give yourself a little rest. You know what's coming. The fun part. Time to pulse it out. Whew. Catch your breath if you lost it, like me. Here we go. Pulses. Get down nice and low. Little 1-inch movement up and down. I want you to mentally support yourself. Remind yourself that you are a child of God, that you are a warrior, that you are stronger than any physical pain you might be experiencing, that no matter the circumstance, you can and you will persevere. Sorry, leg cramped up a little there. 2, 1. All right, release that weight. All right, shake it out. It's really important you shake it out right now. You got all that lactic acid building up in your legs. Maybe grab a drink of water. Next one. I'm going to throw weight on my shoulder. You can too. Feet are wider than hip distance, but they're not super wide. We're going to squat down, come to a heel raise. So at the top of the movement, you're getting a little heel raise. All right, here we go. Squat heel raise. You come down nice and low. Come up to those tippy toes. Low, tippy toe. Now turn to the side. Try and get that butt down to knee height. That's your goal. You might not be there today, but maybe next week. That's the great thing about fitness. You eventually do get there. Rest it up. Whew. Second one, you're going to come down on your tippy toes in a squat. Here we go. Squat low. If you can, come up on your tippy toes. If your form is kind of bad and you know you're going to stick that butt too far forward, then stay on the ground and lift up the tippy toes. But if you can, if you know your form is good, you know those knees aren't going to come in front of those toes, then come up on those tippy toes. Keep breathing. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Woo! All right. Next one. Here's what we're going to do. 3, 2, 1. Pulse. 2, 3. Pulse down for 3. Tippy toes for 3. Here we go. I'm just going to do it without the weight. 3, 2, 1. Tippy toes. 3, 2, 1. Tippy toe. Keep going. I'm going to grab my weight. Keep going. Woo. I know, I'm over here cheating. Woo. Try and hold those tippy toes up for a few seconds. Keep that chest lifted to protect that low back. And rest. Woo. All right. For the next one, you got a couple options. If you're not sure about your form or your balance, you're not going to do single leg. If you are sure, palms are going to be facing you. You're going to tip it forward, hinge it forward, squeeze it up. Single leg deadlift. If you're not sure about your form, you'll just hinge it forward with both legs down. All right, here we go. You can stick with a barbell if you have one. I just decided I didn't want to. No real reason. So, if you're brand new, you want to try the balance out, but you're not sure, grab a chair or a wall and just lose the weights or just have one weight. That way, you're not worried about falling over. The biggest takeaway here is I'm just hinging forward from my hip, standing up. My shoulders are square and back. Rest. So I don't want to see any hunched back. You'll put way too much strain on the muscles in the back if you do that. Keep them squared. Keep that core tight. 2, same leg. Here we go. This time I want you to bring it up and hold it here. So this one's a balance one. If you are doing the double leg though, I just want you to move through it a little slower. So if you were doing double leg or just a regular deadlift, keep moving through it. Don't just hold it down. But if you're doing single leg, see if you can flex that foot. Dorsey, flex that back foot. Those weights are around the knees. 2, 1. Stand it up. Give yourself a little twist in between. This next one, we're just going to slow it down. We are not pulsing for this movement. So nice and slow. Hold it down for 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. You will never, ever see me pulsing a deadlift. That is just asking for low back problems. Whew. The slow and controlled is killer. 2, 1. Quick little rest here. You got 40 seconds to towel off, grab a drink. If you were doing a regular deadlift, you're going to keep doing a regular deadlift for the second round. But we all have 2 legs. So for anyone who had been doing the single leg, we got to do that other leg. So figure out whatever leg you were on last time. Sometimes it makes me really think. But figure out whatever leg that was. And we're going to switch to that leg instead. Remember, you can grab a chair or a wall for balance and completely lose the weights if you want. Here we go. Shoulders are lifted up. Square your chest. I want you to imagine that you are like Superman diving forward. Your shoulders are so square. You look so proud. You really want to challenge yourself when you come up. Don't let that foot tap down. But if you start feeling wobbly, just tap it down. Remember, if you're doing that regular one, shoulders are back. You're just hinging forward. Look at that lumbar curve, but my back is straight. Stand it up. Rest it up. All right. We've got that isometric move next. So we're just going to come down to about our knees with the weight and hold it there. Here we go. Woo. Dorsey, flex that back foot if you haven't raised. So imagine that back foot is along the back of a wall. Whew. Keep those shoulders nice and square. Draw that core in. So important right now. You're putting a lot of strain on your back. So use your core to help support your back. If this starts to feel like a twinge or anything in your back, drop those weights and stop doing what you're doing right away. This should not hurt. And rest. Should be no pain movements. You should feel it through here, all the way up that posterior chain. All right, slow motion again. Holding down at the bottom. So it's 3, 2, 1. Roll it up nice and slow. Roll it down. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow up. Even if you're doing both legs at the same time, I still want you to go at this pace. Whew. You're doing great. Whew. This is my balance. Two, one. Whew. Great job. Whew. All right, we're going to come down to the mat for the next ones. Grab a drink of water real quick. You actually don't even need weights for these. These are completely body weight. We're going to work our inner and outer thighs. All right. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So you're going to come rest on your hand. You're going to bring the knee in, push it down like you're pedaling a bike. Bring that knee in, push it down. So like you're pedaling the world's largest bike. So push straight down, bring it up, squeeze it down. Bonus, you'll feel this in your core too. Whew. Quick rest. Okay, we're going to do that same thing, but the next time we're going to do it backwards. So whatever direction you did this time, I want you to go the other direction this time. Whew. So you just bring that knee up, pedal it out, straightening that leg. You really feel this in those outer thighs and glutes. Doesn't look like you're doing a whole lot, but you should be feeling it. Whew. All right, for the last one on this side, we're going to change it up a little by tapping the front, lifting it up, tapping the back. Tapping the front, making a big giant U, tapping the back. Here we go. Tap it up, tap it back. I want you to use your core here to try and keep your hips nice and steady. So try not to be rocking all over the place. Keep those hips nice and steady as you lift the leg up and over. Woo, it's burning. Woo, we're almost there. Sort of. 10 more seconds. Woo. 2, 1. Woo. All right. Flip it over. We're not done. You remember that first lesson, right? We got those 2 legs. Other side. So it's going to be the same thing. You're going to rest your head in your hand. You'll bring that knee up, extend it out, and pull it in like you're pedaling a giant bicycle. Woo! Get ready. We are going to go as slow and controlled, but fast as we can on our giant one-legged bicycle. Really pull that leg up, out, and down. So it's a little easier if I were to just do here, but I want you to really get that leg all the way up, extend it out, pull it in. Keep breathing here. It's one of those moves where it's tempting to hold your breath, but don't do it.
2, 1.
And rest. We're going to do the same thing, other direction. So that means you're going to pull it forward, bring the knee in, pull it down.
3,
2, 1.
Isometric.
So you're pedaling the bike backwards now. Your glutes should be burning. I know mine is. Whew. You guys are doing amazing. God is on the move. Woo! 2, 1. Quick little rest. Same thing as the other side. You're going to tap the front, make a giant U, tap the back. 2, 1, go. Woo! Big smiles. We burn out those glutes. Should be feeling that outer thigh as well. Woo! I don't know if you can see how cute my face looks right now. I'm definitely working. I don't know how these girls in these videos make such pretty faces the whole time. Oh.
3,
2, 1. Woo! All right. We are going to come to a tabletop position. If you want, you can go ahead and throw a weight on that knee or in between the knee. I'll show you real quick. Like so, but you don't have to. I'll show it without for the first one. We're just going to do, so you're going to bring that leg up, make an L shape, and lift it up and up. Here we go. Why did I pick the same leg I just did? So if you wanted to have that weight there, it would just be here. You definitely do not need to add the weight to feel it though. Just be careful too if you add that weight. Make sure you got a good grip with that leg. I don't want anyone knocking themselves out. Whew. All right, second time through this, we're gonna hold it up there. So I want you to get that L shape going and just leave it there. Same thing you just did, but you don't get to move this time. Really focus here. Flex that foot. Get that leg up as high as you can comfortably. Hold it here. I know, God is on the move, on the move. Hallelujah, God is on the move every mighty way. Woo! Yeah, enjoy the burn. Woo! Booty, burn. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, who's ready for the fun one? Pulses. You get a pulse. You get a pulse. We all get to pulse. Here we go. Little pulses. If you're nervous about holding something when you're pulsing, like maybe or not I am, lose it. Get in as many pulses as you can before that 40 seconds timer is up. Woo-wee! Enjoy that burn. You're welcome. Worship His holy name. Never before. Woo! And rest. All right. Quick warning. We're going to do the other side. It's probably going to feel harder than the first side because this leg was still balancing while you were doing all the movement on this side. Just wanted to make sure you're aware. All right. I can stand up. It's fine. Whew. No big deal. My legs are working. Same thing. Other leg though. Don't do it on the same side. That'd be silly. You'd be walking all sorts of funny. All right, get ready. Here we go. If you find that you don't feel like you're getting your leg up high enough because you have that weight there and you're worried about dropping it, may or may not be me, then just lose the weight. You don't have to go super high to feel it though. I just really want to target that little gluteus minimus. Whew. So I really want to focus on that burn. Whew.
3,
2, 1. Whew. We got isometric coming at you. Get ready. You don't got any time to rest anymore. We got 5 seconds left till we start working. Hold it up. But I do want to say, if you use the weight on this leg, please use the weight on that side. Don't go crazy with a super heavy weight on one leg and then wimp out on the other leg. Your legs are meant to be symmetrical, not one giant bulging leg and one little itty bitty one. I know, I'm giving great advice. You guys probably didn't know that your legs were supposed to be the same size. Woo! Keep holding. 2, 1, and rest. All right, guys. This is it. One last set of pulses, and then you just get to do some core work. I know, you're not actually done, but you get to do something different. All right, here we go. Little pulses. All right, I'm pretty sure I just told you to do the same thing on both sides, and I did not use the weight to pulse on the other side. Do what I say, not what I do. Woo. Keep that burn going. Challenge yourself here. I want you to convince yourself by the end of this that this burn you're feeling, that you love it, that this feels great, that you're having fun. Rest! Woo! Did it work? Did you convince yourself? All right. We're going to do a little Pilates roll-up for our next move. You got a little bit of time here. Towel off, grab a drink of water. First move, you're going to leave your legs straight here. You're going to bring it up and come up to seated, straight up and down with those arms, and then bring them down. Roll it up, roll it down. Got it? Here we go. Roll it up, roll it down. So you're not using those hands at all to help you up. It's all core here, baby. Woo. Strong core means healthy back. Get that core nice and strong. Tilt that pelvis under before you lift up. Especially if you're a mama. Tilt that hip down and then come up. You'll thank me later. Woo! Rest. All right. Whew. We're going to come with our legs bent. We're going to alternate extending our leg down. If you want to make it really hard, do them both. You can pick whatever level you want to be at. Make sure you're not holding your breath here. Keep breathing. Remember, you can always alternate if doing them both at the same time is too much. Rest. Woo. All right. Next one, you're going to be on your back, bend your knees. You're going to tap your legs up and over. I figure out how to do this. Tap them up, over. Your arms are just out to the side to help hold you up. Your legs look like a windshield wiper going side to side. Your core is what's turning you from side to side. Woo. Woo. Quick rest. All right, we're gonna roll like a ball for the next one. I wasn't originally planning to do this, but I want to give us a little back massage. Tuck those knees in, roll it up. Don't let your feet touch. Rock back. Hold it here. Bonus. Not only are you working your core, you're getting a little back massage at the same time. If it doesn't feel good on your back, just put another mat down or a towel or a blanket. So if you want this to work, those toes can't touch the ground. And rest. Whew. All right, we're going to do a hip bridge for the next one. I'm going to put a weight on my hip, but you can do it without. Just lifting those hips up and down. Option if you want, you can alternate lifting your leg up as well. Or you can just stay here, squeeze the glutes, lower down. Woo! On a normal day, these are easy. On a day when our legs are so tired, they're not so easy. Whew. Two, one, rest. Whew. All right, last one we're going to do is just hold a plank for 45 seconds. So flip it over, wrists or elbows, hold it up. If you prefer to take a variation, like maybe you want to rock, maybe you want to jack, you can totally do that. I'm just going to hold my plank, but that doesn't mean you have to. Some people like to move through their planks, and that's totally fine and a great option. Whew. Bonus, this is our last move until we just stretch. Keep going. Don't you give up on me. Woo! Two, one, and rest. Woo! You made it. Way to go. We are going to stretch it out. Take your legs super wide here. I want you to walk your hands forward. I'm going to scooch back a tidge so you can actually see my legs. So I'm just leaning forward. You might not look like I do right now. Like you might be a little tighter than my legs are. Or flexibility might make it so you can't do this. Totally don't be concerned about that. I promise you, it is not a requirement to be super flexible in order to do our stretching. Walk it on up. We're going to reach it up and over. It's important to reach it up and then over instead of just over. Elongate that spine before you reach it up and over. Whew. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little nervous. Reach it up and over for the standing part, like when I have to get off the floor. It should be fine though, right? Totally fine. Whew. You guys, if you made it through that whole workout, even if you took some breaks, way to go. I mean it. Even if you took breaks, this was a really tough workout. So I'm proud of you for however far you made it. Take those legs together, reach it all the way up, hinge it forward. If you can reach your toes, I'll have you pull back on them. If you can't reach your toes, please, please, please don't worry about it. Just don't pull back on them and just reach towards them. You'll feel this in your hamstring. If you can reach your toes though, I'm just giving you a little extra calf stretch as well. But we're going to stretch our calves out anyway, so don't worry about it if you can't reach. Promise. Woo. Go ahead, release. We're going to come up one knee down, one knee up. Stretch out that old hip flexor. Push your hips forward. Keep your chest stacked over your hips. You're just pushing those hips forward, not your whole body. Whew. Should feel it right through here. If you're a runner or a dancer or you play sports, make sure you're doing this stretch every single time you do your workout. I know I sound obnoxious because I probably say this every class, but it's so important. You can actually have other problems because something else is tight. Go ahead, switch. We use our hip flexors for so many things. So many people don't properly stretch them. That's not going to be you, though. I know it. Proud of you. Whew. I forgot to do the calf stretch for that one, but we're going to do it on this side, and then we'll switch back over and do it again. We got this. So come back down to the floor. One hand's balancing, the other hand is just pulling back on that toe. I want you to feel it through that calf. Your soleus and your gastrocnemius. I just love that word, gastrocnemius. I don't know why, I just think it sounds fun. Go ahead, switch to the other leg, straight forward. Plant a hand here, pull back on those toes. Woo, falling over. That's what I get for trying to pick a hair. Go ahead, release, come up to your feet. Stretch out that quadricep. Pull back on the tops of your feet. You can use the wall or a chair for balance, or if you're just like a rock star and you want to just balance on your own, that's cool too. Whew, does this one feel good? You guys did so good. I'm super, super proud of you. Go ahead, switch to the other leg. I promise you, there is a whole heap of people in the world who could not do this workout, but you did. You rocked it, and you did amazing. So I just want you to leave here knowing that you did something a lot of people only dream of doing, and be proud of that. Whew. Go ahead, release. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this time together. Thank you for blessing our bodies with nourishment, that we have the ability to work our muscles this hard and still recover and have the food and sustenance we need to go forward and not be concerned. Lord, I just pray your provision, your blessing, heal this nation, heal all these people. Get rid of COVID now, please. If I can ask a favor. We ask all this in Jesus' holy name. Amen. Great job, guys. Thanks so much. Feel free to leave comments. Share this with your friends. I'm guessing most people know how to share things on YouTube. Share it far and wide. Let everyone know what they can and should be doing with their legs. Maybe they don't know that they have two legs, and this will teach them. I'm kidding. Obviously, everyone knows that. But maybe a toddler doesn't. You don't know. Anyways, you guys have a great night. I'm so blessed that you did this with me.